Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading by the Blessings Foundry. Today's reading will give you messages and guidance from Spirit to help you through your day and on your journey. Spirit, please connect to the Pisces subscribers of this channel and their guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and higher selves in high vibrational energy to get the messages and guidance that Pisces needs at the time they view this video. Get a couple more shuffles in. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we get for you today, Pisces. Spirit, what messages and guidance do you have for Pisces? Two cards. The first one we have is the Death card, a transition, a transformation, going from something ending to something being born, transforming, coming to life after something was dead. The Death card is also Scorpio energy. The next card we have is the Lovers. So it's very fortunate that if the cards were like this, it would indicate the end of love, the end of a decision or a decision to end. But the cards are like this. So we're seeing there could be a transformation in love or a transformational decision that you're making. It could also be a decision to not do something, lead you in a good direction. The Lovers card is Gemini. Pardon me. And we see the divine masculine and the divine feminine together, with the archangel over them, blessing them. So we're definitely seeing something coming to an end, something transforming, and either putting you in a position to make a decision, or this is about a union between two people, or it could even be the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself. We'll continue and get more information. What other messages for Pisces, please? What other messages for Pisces, please? The next message we have for you today is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands can be Cupid's love arrow, that they're headed straight for the target. I know some of you are like, Cupid, get away from me. But here we see a card with no people on it. This is pure energy. This can also be communication or things moving in the right direction. But it's a card of fast moving energy. What other messages for Pisces, please? What other messages for Pisces, please, Spirit? And we have the Nine of Wands. So it's very interesting that we're having a progression, going from the Eight of Wands to the Nine of Wands. So what I just heard was hurry up and get there. But hurry up and get where? Getting to a place where I heard the word scorned, that you're scorning a situation. The Nine of Wands shows you've put all this energy into something and you're looking upon it as a wounded warrior or disgruntled. You put all the work of all these wands, these 8 wands, and you're holding on to the 9th, almost leaning into it for support. But the Nine of Wands, pardon me, please. The Nine of Wands shows somebody who's bandaged up, a little bit tattered, but is standing there alone. We'll see what's going on with that in a moment. What other messages for Pisces, please? Some of you may be feeling battered by love or relationships as well. What other messages for Pisces? Show us clearly. The next message we have is the High Priestess, Pisces energy, your intuition. Using your clair abilities, your empathic abilities. We also see on the columns Boaz and Joachim, I believe. So we've seen the light aspects and the dark aspects of a situation. This could also refer to the divine feminine, divine masculine within spirit. We see the pomegranates in the background, which is a richness. It's showing a richness, an abundance of spiritual knowledge. And we see the moon that indicates those empathic abilities as well. And we see also the Torah on the High Priestess lap. So that's showing spiritual information. But the spiritual information is not learned through study. It's learned through divine connection. So, and above that, we do see the archangel. So we're seeing a connection with the archangel and the divine masculine and the divine feminine, also calling into focus balance. And here in the high priestess, we also have that focus of balance with the dark and the light pillar. What other messages for Pisces, please? What other messages for Pisces? What else do they need to know? And then the next card for this reading is the Four of Pentacles, holding on. The fours are very stable, foundational numbers. Pentacles are something tangible. You can touch, taste, feel. Here, you can hold on to, you can stand on. So this is showing something material in your world that you're going to be holding on to, or it could also be that you're holding on too tightly and need to release it. I'm also hearing to have and to hold, because we see the person possessing the coins, and they're holding the coins, holding them down with their feet, holding them in their arms. We also see the city behind the person. So we might ask ourselves, why is the person outside of the city? And we see quite a distance. The person is quite a distance away from the city. So why is this person away from the city? Is it because the possessions or what they've gained, they feel a sense of threat? They might feel a sense of, if they join together with others, what they have may be taken away. And here we're seeing in the Nine of Wands, you've worked very hard for what you accomplished. Let's continue and get clarification for this message to see exactly what's going on. That is the information so far that I've gotten just from the primary cards. The first card of the tarot reading, or the tarot spread, is the strongest energy, the first card to come out. So we do see a major transformation. The Death card, Lovers, and High Priestess are major arcana, that this is something happening on a universal energetic scale, versus the 9, 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. These are minor arcana, which indicate your free will or day-to-day choices, the day-to-day ins and outs of life. Spirit, what is this Death card for Pisces? Let's get this shuffled a little bit. What does Pisces need to know about this Death card? What is this Death card for Pisces, please? And we have the 4 of Pentacles coming out for the second time. So when we get to this 4 of Pentacles, which is the last card of the reading, we'll get more insight into what's happening. But we're seeing a transformation of what you're holding on to. Releasing one thing so you can hold on to another. This can also be the end of letting go, the end of having to let go. Let's get one more card. Spirit, one more card for this Death card. It could also be the end of holding on by yourself. What is this Death card for Pisces, please? I'm also getting there's a purity in being able to release and transform. The purity coming through by the White Horse and the Death card. What else do we need to know about this Death card, please, Spirit? Please show us clearly. Okay, that one right there. And we have the Strength card. Really, really trying to hold on to something. Strongly holding on to something. You're holding on and holding on. Maybe to a dysfunctional relationship. Maybe holding on to some possessions that you need to let go of. Holding on to a concept, an ideology. However this might resonate for you. But we're seeing holding on to that. There's become an interruption where we're having something happen on a universal scale that's bringing that to an end. So we see you coming to the precipice or the point of making a decision or coming together in some type of relationship with the divine masculine and feminine, as we're showing two people under the blessing of the archangel. Spirit, what is this Lovers for Pisces? And we do have the Nine of Wands coming out. One more card for this Lovers. Okay. So what I was getting before the Devil came out is you're not happy. Somebody is not happy about having an ending, about having really strongly trying to hold on to something, material possessions, something tangible, something you can taste, touch, feel. You tried really hard to hold on to something, but ultimately there was an ending where you had to release it, or you're coming to terms with the fact that you're needing to release it, bring an end to a situation or a circumstance so you can, in fact, move on. We see it's not without animosity. We're getting the Nine of Wands here twice, which is showing a beguiled, an upset, a wounded warrior, somebody who's put in a lot of effort. This can be referencing the amount of work you've put into a relationship, you've put into something tangible, maybe a project, an endeavor. The next card we have coming out with it is the Devil. The Devil is a material card. It's very earthy. It's also a card about toxicity, unhealthy behaviors. With the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands tends to be a card that is showing somebody who's not happy. And then we have the Death card, or I stand corrected, the Devil card, Capricorn energy, which is showing people imprisoned. So what you were holding, pardon me please, what you were holding on to was trapping you. It could have been a commitment, but something tangible was trapping you. Maybe behavior. Some of you, not all of you, obviously, a couple of you may have been struggling with addictions or unhealthy behaviors. The Devil card also represents lust and unhealthy, I'll just say sexual appetite. So it could have something to do with that. We also see narcissism within the Devil, but we're also seeing a choice, a coming back into balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine, where you're making a choice and it's guided. It's not only guided, but it's protected and almost sheltered and blessed by the guardian angel. We see the Nine of Wands looking back over what is now dead, or a decision that was almost out of your hands, where you tried to hold on, but there was no more holding on. The more you tried to hold on, the more difficult, the less fruitful, and the more toxic a situation became. What is this Eight of Wands, please? What is this Eight of Wands for Pisces? What is this Eight of Wands for Pisces, please, Spirit? What is this Eight of Wands for Pisces? Thank you. And we have the Sun. So out of the major arcana, the Sun is pure raw energy. It's the card with the most energy. You think about how much energy the Sun, the astronomical, or the sun, the star, actually has. The Eight of Wands of the minor arcana is the strongest minor arcana with energy. We're seeing a huge energetic shift here. Let's get one more card for this Eight of Wands, please. And it's interesting to note that the Death card and the Sun card both have white horses. So we see a purity in an ending, but we see the Sun rising again. So we see the white horses, which there's purity in death and there's purity in rebirth. We see the Sun rising in the background of the Death card, and we see a youthful child indicating rebirth, a new sense of growth, a new sense of energy, something new coming in that's going to be much more light, much more happy, perhaps even more fulfilling. One more card for this Eight of Wands, please. Much more joyous as well. And then we have the Six of Swords, indicating, just as we said, moving forward from one unfortunate chapter and moving forward to something much better, moving forward to the sun. A happy time, a joyous time, a time of cleansing out. We see the people on the water. The water is cleansing as well. Let's see what this Nine of Wands is. What is this Nine of Wands, please? Some of you were definitely chained to an unhealthy cycle or situation. What is this Nine of Wands, please? And for the Nine of Wands, we are getting the Two of Wands. This is indicating a choice. Here we have the Lovers, indicating a choice with the Nine of Wands, a choice regarding something that was unhealthy, that was very negative for you, so you can move forward energetically away from something that needs to come to an end. Here we're seeing with the Nine of Wands a decision with the Two of Wands. You have the world in your hands and the world before you at your feet. We see one of the wands is fixed into the cement and the other is movable. You can take it out of the bracket. So we see one choice to stay and one choice to go forward or leave. Let's get one more card for this Nine of Wands. One more card for this Nine of Wands, please. You can sit in a situation angry, beguiled, upset, ruin, R-U-E, ruin the circumstances, or you can make a decision to put down the burden. So we see a progression. You're not choosing both. You're not having two wands. You're going to choose one wand or one wand. And that choice is going to lead you to the fulfillment of the 10 of the wands, where you're shouldering the burden by yourself, but the 10 is the fulfillment of the suit, saying it's time to put the burden down. So this is about you moving forward energetically and physically. What is this High Priestess for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about this High Priestess, please? And we have the Hangman. The Hangman, Pisces energy as well. It's about being in an uncomfortable position enables you to see things from a new perspective. Here, literally, being upside down, you're seeing things from a new perspective that you would not see if you were sitting upright. So we're seeing you being able to see a situation from a spiritual point of view and from a point of view of being in a difficult situation. The Hangman also goes into an inverted position, and as they go into this inverted position and get a new perspective, they also evolve, very much like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and comes out as a butterfly. So we're seeing an evolution that you're going through because of the difficulty that you've experienced. One more card for this High Priestess, please. One more card for this High Priestess, please, Spirit. And we have the Death card again. So we're getting repeated energies, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Death card. This is the end of letting go. So you've let go of a lot. I don't want to say you've compromised, but you've learned to pick your own battles, to fight for the things that are worth it. But here we see it's the end of being in a compromised position, or being in a compromised position is coming to an end. The Death card again is also Scorpio energy. We do see it's interesting because in this particular Death card, we see the horse, and the horse almost has a smile, as though now you're ready for this. You're ready for this transformation. Previously, you may have wanted to hold on to it. You didn't want to budge. You didn't want to move from it, but it took your strength in order to be able to move beyond it or to let go. Hangman, letting go, spiritual information enables you to see through your experience and recognize that it's time to end something. But again, moreover, it's not just an ending. The sun is coming through in this death card much more brightly, much more prominently. What is this Four of Pentacles for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about this Four of Pentacles, please? What do you wish for, Pisces? Holding on to your hopes, holding on to your desires, holding on to your wish fulfillment. Now the let's clarify this one more time. What is this Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit? One more card for this Four of Pentacles. Show us clearly. King of Cups, masculine, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, sitting there on turbulent waters and currents, underflows within you represent the magnitude and fluctuations of emotions you could be having. But here, the King of Cups appears very stoic, is not showing the emotions, understands their emotions very well, but is not revealing them. Sits there in a stoic, firm position, holding the cup and holding the wand and looking straight on at the situation. So we're seeing the Four of Pentacles is being clarified by the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups also represents, I'm getting in this particular reading, it's representing masculine love. The King of Cups comes in with one cup. The Nine of Cups is Pisces energy as well, but it's showing your wishes, your desires coming together with one more cup is true emotional fulfillment. But not only do you want fulfillment, you want fulfillment that you can have and hold onto. So what we're seeing here overall, Pisces, is you going through huge transformations on a universal magnitude. And you have been doing your best to navigate the big changes occurring in your life that may, quite frankly, feel out of your control. Because as we said, the minor arcana are things within your control, your day-to-day decision making. The major arcana are happening or influencing you, your soul path, on a universal order, on a soul path level. So what we're seeing is an end of holding on to something that you tried to continue holding on to, but death came to end the situation for you or to take it out of your grip. You had a choice or decision or relationship, however this resonates for you, that was very difficult. Perhaps even the more you tried to work it out, the more you gave to the situation, the more toxic, burdening, unhealthy something became. But then making a choice energetically on both the free will and the universal level coming together in one, you're being able to move forward from what was to what will be. And currently we're seeing in this position of the reading, the transition occurring. Even though the transition is occurring, we still see a little bit of that Nine of Wands coming through, looking backward at the past with energy of woundedness, but then recognizing that there's a decision to be made, and choosing one out of two will give you 1 plus the 9 is 10, understanding, recognizing it's time to put down this burden and to move forward. So listening to the wisdom you have from your experience, from being in an uncomfortable position, and the information you've gotten from spiritual downloads, intuition, empathic abilities, you're recognizing that the only way forward was to have an ending. Releasing what you had, Four of Pentacles and Death, releasing that and letting go and ending it is resulting in you going towards something you truly desire. Emotional fulfillment, the desires of your heart. But this time, it's going to be something you can have and hold on to. This is the message I have for you today, Pisces. God bless.